There is nobody on this earth that has a stronger work ethic and endurance than someone born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, the 31st, or someone born on the 8th, the 17th, the 26th, or someone that has a Lifepath 4 or a Lifepath 8. These two numbers come across very similar. A lot of them have very similar personalities and they have very similar work ethics. But what motivates these two numbers are two completely different things. The number 4 is ruled by Rahu and the number 8 is ruled by Saturn. Both of these planets are extremely materialistic, but they're materialistic in two completely different ways. The number 4 cares about stability, and the number 8 wants power on the material realm. The 4 wants material stability, the 8 wants material power. And so a 4 can work for long periods of time, for several years, with the same consistent work ethic every single day, repetitiously. Same thing with the 8. But the reason why the 4 can outlast the 8 is because 4s, they don't necessarily care about results. 4s, they find the most fulfillment working in and of itself. That's what gives the 4 the most fulfillment. It's work. And so 4s want meaningful work. They care more about the job being done right than how much money they're going to get from it. And so 4s tend to be some of the most successful people on this earth because they don't care about the money. They don't focus on the money. They focus on the job being done right. And so 4s tend to be masters of their career. And these people, they stand out from the crowd when they find work that means a lot to them. For example, like Kai Cenat, Lifepath 13-4, the best dreamer. Another example, Ronnie Coleman, born on the 13th, Mr. Olympia, one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. Same thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lifepath 4. Same thing with Kevin Samuels, born on the 13th. He was light years ahead of anybody in his field. Made millions of dollars, and it's because he actually cared about the work. Same thing with NBA YoungBoy and Mike Tyson. Both these people had Lifepath 4s. These are not people that care about materialistic gain. They may flex it, they may flaunt it, but that's not what actually drives them. What drives them is meaningful work. That's what gives a 4 emotional fulfillment. Working. 4s these people tend to repress all their emotions and not express any of their emotions. And they tend to only express their emotions when they're working. And so 4s tend to just harbor all their feelings and they just store it for their work. And when they work, this is when they come to life. But when a 4 is not working, they tend to be pretty chill, relaxed. They can be pretty boring when they're not working. But 4s, they need movement. 4s like a machine. And so as a 4, don't worry about wealth. Don't worry about getting rich. Don't worry about being successful. You will be successful as long as you enjoy what you're doing. Once a 4 does something that they enjoy, they can do it for the rest of their lives with the same work ethic. And the number 8, these are people that can work for long periods of time with the same consistent work ethic only if they're seeing progress or only if they're seeing results. If an 8 is not seeing a return on their investment quick enough, they will wait a long time and they'll do a lot of work to get the result that they want. But if they're not seeing results, then the 8 will pivot and change their approach or change what they're doing. Because 8s are motivated by results. 8 is the number of karma. 8s, whatever energy that they put into something, they want to be able to get that back. And so 8s want a return on their investment. And so as an 8, the thing that's going to motivate your work ethic is the reward that you're going to get from the work. And so as an 8, you have to set high goals for yourself. You're a very ambitious person. You're not somebody that just likes to just work hard. Like, for example, I was born on the 26th. I have a very strong work ethic, but I don't like to just work hard. I work hard. I'll work hard for something that I value. I'll work hard for something that is worth it. And this is why a lot of 8s tend to be extremely religious. And this is because 8s, they care about the end product. And so a lot of 8s are extremely religious because they're trying to get to heaven. And so they do all these things. An 8 will do all these amazing religious stuff. They'll be the nicest person in the world. They'll give away to charity. They do all these things. It's because they're trying to get to heaven. But bottom line is 8s are motivated by the reward. They're motivated by getting a result of their actions. And the 4 is motivated by just meaningful work in and of itself. 4 is the builder. They like to build something meaningful. And so if you're an 8, and you're not motivated by life, it's because you're not doing stuff that you actually value. Do something that actually has a reward that excites you. And there will be nothing that gets in your way of being able to achieve it. And for the fours out there, find out what you're passionate about. Find out what means the most to you. And when you find that thing, you will be a machine working towards that. To book a reading or to access my numerology book, go to my website, isaiah47.net. And you can also find that in my profile bio. And have a great rest of your day.